trying to make it all make sense.
The
More
You
Know
podcast.
I want to discuss some aspects of superheroes. And why I want to discuss this is because I recently picked up a book that my brother and I are both reading simultaneously by Deepak Chopra and his son Gotham. And it's surrounding superheroes, mythology, spirituality, personal development, and tying it all together. And Deepak's somebody that I've talked about more than probably anybody else on the podcast so far. I want to give a shout out to Deepak Chopra because he's made a valuable difference in my life, and I'm really grateful for the impact he's made. So ultimately, the stories of superheroes are myths. And what myths are timeless tales, infinite tales that are analyzing and assessing human nature. They bring up powerful aspects of the human experience and human nature, and convey them in a way where they can impact the everyday person. So with superheroes ultimately being mythology, the first point I want to bring up is surrounding it being timeless. Mythology is ultimately adaptations of stories over and over and over again, passed on through generations. And these stories are focused on the human experience and discussing important aspects of perspective and philosophy and principles that humans should be aware of and to try to implement in their own experiences. So what this means is that Greek mythology, ancient Indian mythology, these myths and stories that have been passed down through generations really are all similar in ways. They touch on certain aspects of the human experience and certain important philosophies and perspectives that should be taken on. And with this being said, you can compare ancient myths with current superheroes, and that's what this book is really focused on. With this being said, it also touches on something that I think is really important to be aware of in our society, and that's how big superheroes currently are. If you think about how popular superheroes are in our culture when it comes to the movies and everything else, literally so much of our media is created surrounding superheroes because they're so popular at this point. This has to do with people thirsting for perspective and stories that surround the most powerful and important principles and philosophies that should be implemented within our human experience. Essentially, whenever society is really interested in mythology, it's because in reality, things aren't going as well as they should be. They look for a hero to idolize, a story to take inspiration from, because reality is not ideal. Looking at how popular superheroes are, it shows you how chaotic reality is and how much people are struggling. Every single superhero discusses some aspect, perspective, or philosophy that will make a powerful impact if you implement it in your own life. And that's why these movies and comics and everything is so popular surrounding them. So understand that these are timeless myths. These concepts, philosophies, and principles surrounding these stories have been going on throughout time for generations and will go beyond our time as well throughout infinity. Because what they really are is just passing on aspects of the human psyche and the human experience that are vital to understand. So as you indulge in these stories surrounding these superheroes, understand the most important aspects of these characters and how you can take those aspects and bring them into your own life to provide more value in your life and create a life of significance. This is what people have been doing for generations and for thousands of years. And Batman, Superman, and other superheroes are our mythological characters that can impact our lives if you have the proper perspective.
I hope this talk makes a positive impact in your life. Please subscribe to the podcast wherever you are listening or watching it, check out other episodes, leave a review, and follow us on social media at More You Know Pod. Also, please don't forget about our sweepstakes. Retweet a clip with the hashtag #TheMoreYouKnow and new podcast from our Twitter for a chance to win a signed copy of my upcoming book, The More You Know, coming this fall. Tag 2 friends in the comments on a clip on Instagram for a chance to win a brand new copy of Dean Graziosi's Millionaire Mindset or Ed Milet's Max Out. Like us or share a clip on Facebook for a chance to win a book I have read that highly inspired me, signed by me with an inspirational message. Again, thank you for listening as we propel with podcasting through the More You Know.
trying to make it all make sense.
The
More.
You
No.
Podcast.